Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It's Friday morning. It's a coffee kind of morning. So recently, I've been going through some influential albums that I have, pardon me, for a certain period of time. Um, I looked at the 1960s. I looked at 1970, 1971, and 1972. Today, I want to go over the influential albums I have on CD from the year 1973. Turns out I've got a fair amount here. It would make a great start to any collection. These albums that I have, they aren't in any particular order, but before I get started, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collection. I'm joined today by my buddy Max. So my favorite band, other than the Beatles, Deep Purple, going through some changes. Ian Gillan and the lead singer and Ritchie Blackmore weren't getting along all that well. Ian Gillan left the band. The bassist Roger Glover left the band. So they brought in an unknown at the time, David Coverdale, and bassist Glenn Hughes, both lead singers, and came up with this awesome album, Burn. A great rockin' album, just amazing. I still prefer the original lineup, but this is no slouch by any means. Features the title track Burn, Maybe Just Take Your Life, Lay Down, Stay Down, Sail Away, You Fool No One, What's Going On Here, Mistreated, A200, and then there's some bonus tracks on here as well. But yeah, this is a heavy hitting album. It's a great album. I can't. It's like a new band to me. So as I said, I prefer the original lineup, but there you go. Fantastic solo artist, and a great album. This is Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Elton John. What can you say? It's Funeral for a Friend, Love Lies Bleeding. That's the way to start off an album. Just like any huge song like Stairway to Heaven, or any with a huge long intro, and get into the rock and Love Lies Bleeding. Then you got the big hit, Benny and the Jets. The song has no title. Gracie, a great song. Jamaica Jerk Off. I've seen that movie too. Such a great singer, such a great songwriter. Sweet Painted Lady. The Ballad of Danny Bailey. Dirty Little Girl. All the Girls Love Alice. Hit after hit after hit. Your Sister Can't Dance, but She Can Rock and Roll. Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting, the heavy rockin' with that crunchy guitar sound. Roy Rogers, Social Disease. This is Elton John at his prime. Yeah, it's one of my all-time favorites. One of my all-time favorites. How about this one from this great band? Countdown to Ecstasy, Steely Dan. Bodhisattva, that's hard to say, but great song, Bodhisattva. Razor Boy, The Boston Rag, Your Gold Teeth, Showbiz Kids, My Old School, Awesome song, my old school. Pearl of the Quarter, King of the World. These guys brought in nothing but the best as far as players, and every album was just a hit. And every album was unique as well. One didn't sound like the other. But great, great album. Great, great band. How about this debut? Aerosmith, 1973. You got Make It, Somebody, huge, huge hit. Still today, Dream On, One Way Street, Mama Kin, rockin' tune, Write Me, Moving Out, and Walking the Dog. Yeah. Case is broken here. There you go. Maybe use that as my thumbnail. Selling England by the Pound, Genesis. This is a remastered version. You've got Dancing with the Moonlit Night, sorry. I Know What I Like, In Your Wardrobe, Firth the Fifth, More Fool Me, The Battle of Epping Forest, After the Ordeal, The Cinema Show, and Isles of Plenty. Yeah, featuring of course Phil Collins, Mike Rutherford, Steve Hackett, Tony Banks, and Peter Gabriel. What a lineup. What a lineup. Another debut from 1973, Lynyrd Skynyrd, pronounced Lynyrd Skynyrd. These guys hit the road running. I Ain't the One, Beautiful Tuesday's Gone, Gimme 3 Steps, rockin' tune, fun tune. Simple Man, another classic that's the words are so prevalent. Things Going On, Mississippi Kid, Poison Whiskey, and the awesome 9-minute and 8-second opus Freebird. All on one album. Just amazing. Goat's Head Soup, Rolling Stones. One of my favorites, along with Sticky Fingers. Dancing with Mr. D, 100 Years Ago, Come Down Again, Do 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 Do, Heartbreaker, cool song. Angie, Beautiful Angie. Silver Train, Hide Your Love, Winter, Can You Hear the Music, and Star Star. Great, great album. Speaking of debuts, a heavy, heavy hitter, Montrose, featuring Ronnie Montrose here, and none other than, yeah, this guy, Sammy Hagar. Sammy Hagar, of course, great solo career and famous for being the second lead singer in the band Van Halen, who put out 4 #1 albums in a row with Van Halen. Not a slouch. This has Rock the Nation, Bad Motor Scooter, Space Station #5, I Don't Want It, Good Rockin' Tonight, Rock Candy, One Thing on My Mind, and Make It Last. Sammy Hagar, a great guitarist on his own. Made it a rockin' album. From this great box set, what do we have? None other than Tres Hombres, a rock and bluesy rhythm, heavy, amazing album. You got Waiting for the Bus, and then leaving off with Jesus Left Chicago. Usually they play that as a combination. Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers, Masters of Sparks, Hot Blue and Righteous, Move Me Down the Line, Precious and Grace, the rock and bluesy La Grange, Chic and Have You Heard. Great album. Great album. We have more. This is the Faces, another British rock band featuring none other than Rod Stewart, one of the all-time one of the greatest rock all-time solo artists. Millions and millions of albums sold. Also the great Ronnie Wood, famous for being in the Rolling Stones, but no slouch on his own. He's a multi-instrumentalist. They were part of this great band. This is A Nod Is As Good As a Wink to a Blind Horse. This one features Miss Judy's Farm, You're So Rude, Love Lives Here, Last Orders Please, the big hit Stay With Me, Debris, Memphis, Too Bad, and That's All I Need. Ronnie Wood's slide work is just none other. Another box set, the Eagles, and from that their huge album Desperado. Probably one of the only albums showing their faces on the album. I think it's the only one and the last that had their faces on the album. It's a great album. Doolin Dalton, 21, Out of Control, the big hit Tequila Sunrise, another big hit Desperado, Certain Kind of Fool, Doolin Dalton instrumental, Outlaw Man, Saturday Night, Bitter Creek, and another reprise of Doolin Dalton, and Desperado. Eagles. One band I'm really getting into, Atomic Rooster. It's a great box set, bluesy rockin' album. This is Nice and Greasy from 1973. Blues, rock, progressive rock. Very underrated band. You got All Across the Country, Save Me, Voodoo in You, Goodbye Planet Earth, Take One Take, Can't Find a Reason, Ear in the Snow, and Satan's Wheel. Released in 1973 September. And another box set. This is Budgie. If you like Black Sabbath, if you like Rush, this is a great combination of the two. Heavy Welsh band, Budgie. This is Never Turn Your Back on a Friend, their 1973 album. Just a rockin' album by this trio. Again, lead singer sounds a lot like Rush. Their music sounds a lot like Black Sabbath, and everything in between. So, Bread Fan, the big hit for the band. Baby Please Don't Go, You'll Always Know I Love You, You're the Biggest Thing Since Powdered Milk, In the Grip of a Tie Fitter's Hand, Ride in My Nightmare, and Parents from Budgie. And perhaps, I don't want to say the best for last, but this is probably one of the Um, it's definitely the most commercially successful album by this band, and it's right up there as far as the progressive rock. This is Brain Salad Surgery from Emerson, Lake and Palmer. It's just remastered. Two CD. That one has alternative takes on the album. So there's the second CD. There's the first CD. Great booklet with a lot of great photos. I'd say one of the greatest progressive rock bands out there, in my opinion, of course. Kind of a super group. Of course, it features Jerusalem right off the bat. Toccata, Still You Turn Me On, a great, cool song. The Fun Benny the Bouncer. Carnival 9, First Impressions Part 1. Carnival 9, First Impressions Part 2. Carnival 9, Second Impression, and Carnival 9, Third Impression. And then Disc 2 has the alternative album of Carnival 9, Third Impression, original backing track, Jerusalem, first mix, Still You Turn Me On, first mix, Toccata, alternative version, Carnival 9, First Impression, Part 1, alternative version, Carnival 9, First Impression, Part 2, alternative version, Carnival 9, Second Impression, alternative version, Carnival 9, Third Impression, alternative version. Excerpts from Brain Salad Surgery. It's a disc album. When the Apple Blossoms Bloom in Windmills of Your Mind, I'll Be Your Valentine. It's B-sides. And then we have Brain Salad Surgery, B-sides, Brain Salad Surgery instrumental, and Carnival Third Impression, a different version. So just hours of awesome music from this great album. You want to say something? You want to say something? Huh? So there you have it. There's my 1973 influential albums. I'll be looking see what I have for 1974 and beyond. And Max says hello as well. Anyway, thank you for your time. Again, please like and subscribe below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed, left great comments. I try and answer all the comments and respond to your comments as well. Thank you, and have yourself a wonderful day, and take care. Bye-bye.